Have you ever considered to acknowledge the greatness that is within you? My mentor, Les Brown, many of you know that I quote him all the time. He says this, and I quote, I don't know you, but I know something about you. I know that you have gifts and talents and abilities that only you are meant to bring to this world. You have greatness within you. And I know a lot of times it's easy for most of us to look at other people and say, man, you're awesome. Oh boy, you're amazing. But for us to look at ourselves, to look in the mirror and to say out loud and declare, hey, you are amazing. To say it about yourself is not an easy thing to do. But I encourage you to do that because it is so important and so valuable and so true. And you have greatness within you and you deserve great things in your life. You deserve abundance and fulfillment and blessing and success and all of that. It makes me think about when I wrote my first book, Getting to Wow. Everybody wins with 5-star service. When I wrote this first book, I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that I had a message. I knew that I had something that I wanted to share about elevating the quality of service in the hospitality industry, elevating the way that customers, that guests are treated and greeted and engaged, the way that companies and organizations take care of their employees, their internal customers. I had an idea, I had a calling, I had a message, but I didn't know what I was doing. So I just started writing. I didn't know anything about format. I'm a pretty good writer, but I didn't know about the format of a book. I didn't know how many chapters it should be. I didn't know what the chapters what form they should take. But I'm a reader. I've read a lot of books, so I was familiar, but I didn't know what it took. I didn't know how to go about getting it published. I didn't know all the details about copyright and all those things, but I just started. Nobody came knocking on my door saying, hey, you should go write a book. And if you have an idea to write a book, to start a project, to start a nonprofit, to become a speaker, to launch your startup, whatever it is, you don't have to wait until somebody else comes alongside and says, hey, you should go do that thing. I'm telling you right now, you should go do that thing. This book took me 6+ years, 6.5 years to write it, complete it, and finish it. And guess what? I did it. I did it. Along the way, I attended many workshops and seminars, and I studied and I learned from publishers and editors and book organizations. I learned how to do it, and then I did it. And that book was the launch of my service and hospitality training company, and I'm so glad I did it. I'm so glad I did it. And that was nearly 10 years ago. And it took 6 years. So 16 years ago or more, I had a vision, and it took 6 years to bring it into fruition. It didn't take me 6 years to write my second book. And actually, when the first book came out, Getting to Wow, I didn't know anything about bestseller campaigns on Amazon. Didn't know anything. So it didn't become a bestseller, but I've sold thousands of copies. I've given away tons of copies. This is a door opener for me. It gets me in front of organizations, restaurants, hotels, hospitality organizations. I've had the pleasure and the privilege and the joy of traveling the country. I live in Las Vegas. I've been able to bring my training and be paid for it at many of the big hotels here on the Strip in Las Vegas, Mandalay Bay, New York, many others. I've been hired to do training in Colorado at golf course country clubs, at South Beach, Miami, Dream Hotel, all these different places all over the country. And it started because I established myself as a authority with my book. My second book, it only took about a year to write, The Customer Experience. And I got better and better at it. I'm a really good writer. What are you really great at? Do you have a message inside you that you need to get out? Do you want to share it on stage? Do you want to write it into a book? I'm not pitching or sharing anything with you at this moment, except to go do the thing. Believe in the greatness that is within you. The ideas that come to you, the sparks of inspiration, those plans for projects, I don't think that they come to us just to be a fleeting thought. If there's something that you put down on paper, but you haven't taken action on it yet, or you've been dreaming about, I say, hey, go. Start taking action, put it into motion. Maybe you do need to find people to bring on board to help you, whatever it may be. We now publish books for other people. We published Michelle's book last year. We have our own publishing entity called Hummingbird Health to Wealth Press. Dare to Care. This is a collaboration book with Michelle and 18 other authors. Michelle, my wife, she's a nurse of 30 years. Healthcare superheroes share stories of resilience, hope, and inspiration. We hit #1 on Amazon in multiple categories, as did my second book, The Customer Experience. Then we started publishing for our clients. One of our clients that we are so proud of, Courtney Kaplan. She's a speaker client. She's now an author client. Transplant Hope, this is her story and the story of 10 other people regarding organ donation, inspiring stories of donor heroes and gifted lives. Why am I telling you this? Because you have greatness within you. And greatness is your gifts that are given to you for you to be a channel through which they would flow and bless other people. Our gifts are not for us, they're for others. We were never given our gifts so that we could keep them to ourselves. So don't wait for somebody to come knocking on the door, because somebody probably isn't. This is the knock on the door for you. Somebody's not going to come up alongside you and say, hey, you need to go write the book. But maybe you would do well to hire a coach or a mentor to help you, guide you, support you on the path to your success. Believe in yourself and embrace your greatness, because the world needs what you have to offer, and those are your gifts. Write this down. GIFTS is an acronym. Greatness inside, flowing through to shine. Greatness inside, flowing through to shine. It's Christoph J. Wyman. Thank you for taking a few moments with me today. God bless you all. I will see you again soon. Cheers.